welcome back. It is time for yet another big adventure. This place needs no introduction. I am at the heart of where the biggest enduro mountain bike event in the UK takes place. I'm in Swaledale. It's going to be a big one today. We're doing 30 kilometers, 3,000 feet of descending, and we're going to be riding some of the most iconic trails from the Ard Rock Enduro, including the very famous Flemington Edge. As always, my mission is to ride and document the best mountain bike trails in the UK, and I will be recording this ride on Trail Forks. It was extremely foggy until about 10 or so minutes ago. Now it's all lifted so quickly, which is kind of a shame because I've always really wanted to ride my bike in the fog, and I never have. On the drive here, I could hardly see 10 meters in front of me until I got to the top of this, what I presume was quite high, maybe 200, 300 meters. And I did see the little odd cloud inversion, but it was nothing to stop for, nothing to take photos of. It was just a little glimpse of what something could be. Whenever I rarely scroll through Instagram, I've just been seeing recently these beautiful photos of people up in Snowdonia and the Cane Gorms having these beautiful cloud inversions, and I've just always wanted to see one. I don't even suppose you need to be at that high altitude, you just need to be higher than the clouds. One day I will see one, not today. So these valleys are home to what is arguably the most iconic enduro mountain bike race in the UK that happens every July. This year it's the 24th to the 26th. It is, of course, the Ard Rock Enduro. Now, I've been meaning to get tickets for the past 2 years. I've missed out every single time, but it really is a ferocious event. The full race has a distance of 45 kilometers, 7 times stages, although they do offer different races like the Sprint Enduro, which is 30 kilometers and 4 times stages. Just looks like a fantastic event. It's almost like a sort of mini music festival mixed with a mountain bike race. All the big dogs come out, all the big brands. Just looks like a really good weekend. Flemington Edge is the most famous stage of all the 7 at the Ard Rock Enduro. If you just search up the Ard Rock Enduro alone, you will see photos of Flemington Edge. It's almost like the trademark almost for the race. I am really excited to ride the Edge, but some people do say on Trail Forks that it is quite scary and technical. We'll see. Look at this. The spine, the legs, the pelvis of possibly a rabbit. It's been unfortunately brutally murdered up on the hillside. I think that's the most complete whole skeleton I've actually ever seen. Poor little thing. Whoa. I think I'll cross over here. The scenery here and the terrain is very similar to that of the Peak District, although I think the dales here take most dramatic landscape. A lot of the hillsides have got big chunks missing out of them due to the thriving lead mining industry that was here in the 19th century. That all unfortunately collapsed, and half the population of the Swale moved elsewhere, the majority of them to America. A big part of that industry at the time was the division of fields. Swaledale has a really high concentration of really tight divisioned fields. They would have been separated and given to different family members, and a lot of them today are still used for sheep grazing. The Swaledale Ram is actually the logo of the Yorkshire Dales. What a view. Look at that valley. Oh yeah. Woo-hoo. Nice. Oh, that's a bit better than climbing. There is a proper sense of adventure out here. This is unlike anywhere I've ever ridden before. You really do feel like you're all alone. I haven't seen one other person. I have been meaning, and my mum has been wanting me to get like a sort of GPS satellite tracker so that they know all the time where I am. I've got some trips planned this year for the Lake District and up in Scotland, and for those types of rides where you really are in the middle of absolutely nowhere, I will have to get one for that, just as a safety net in case anything does go wrong. Knowing me, there is a slight chance. Look at the scenery here to my right. Massive hills. Woo. Oh, it's loose. Oh yeah. Lean her over. Oh man. Oh, it's nice letting off the brakes. Woo! Woo! Oh yes! Woo! Woo! Oh, this is quick. Oh. Oh yes, that's more like it. Out on the open plains. Whoa. The next climb on the list is going up that. Then we're going to traverse all the way across that. Couple of descents, and then we'll get to the edge. Woo-hoo. Woo-hoo. Yeah.
The goal of every adventure is to give you the best possible representation that I can of a trail. With the simple matter of wanting to provide some entertainment along the way, this can cause a problem. Because I don't want to put you into a 10-year-long coma, a lot of this ride has been edited out. Mostly the climbing, of which it's just a lot. If you're running with the batteries, you'll have no problem at all. Crack on, get yourself down there, go for a ride. But if you're running without, you may have a little bit of a problem. I would say I'm a pretty fit bloke. I was struggling. That's just a word of warning from me though. I think, like I said, I think if you're on the batteries, I think you'll have no problem at all. If you're planning on perhaps doing this ride without the batteries, maybe have a little think about your own fitness levels before you attempt this one, or plan a shorter loop. Either way, you'll have an adventure.
Oh yes! Through the gully. Woo! Oh yes! Oh man, that was tight. Hello sheep. Now do we think this is someone's house, or is it perhaps one of those survival shelters in case you get caught out in a storm or can't get back safely? I suspect it is, although it looks pretty locked up to me. If it is a survival shelter, it's not perhaps doing its thing, or maybe they just use it at the heart of winter, or maybe they open it when there's, you know, when they know there's a storm coming. Don't really need a survival shelter on a day like today. Now, I can't complete this ride without mentioning the Dales Bike Centre. It's sort of like the epicenter of everything to do with bikes around here. There's so much riding to be done, so it's in the perfect spot, easy access. They've got a phenomenal bike shop, loads of gear to choose from if you've travelled out here and you've forgotten something. Lovely little cafe, they do a full English. It was very tempting this morning. And if you want to do a weekend trip, you can. They offer glamping pods, they've got rooftop apartments. I did have a look at the glamping pods just to see how much they were going to be. Now the glamping pods will set you back about 500 quid for a weekend if you want to stay there, but it's just quite a good thing to do, I think, especially in the winter. I mean, I wouldn't particularly want to be staying in a tent when it's -5 at night. So these glamping pods, these little apartments that you can rent out, might be right up your street. And of course, that also means that you have instant access to miles and miles and miles of trails just like this. I would love one day to own a little cabin somewhere that I can just run away to every weekend and just ride, but I don't know where I'd put it. Of course, Wales springs to mind, but this is my first time here and I'm already falling in love with it. Look at it. Just look at this place. I'll give you one thing, it is very windy. Woo! Oh yeah, lean her in. This is a perfectly built road up here, isn't it? I wonder how long it took whoever to build this. And what exactly is it for? I mean, there's nothing up here except a couple of sheep. It is quite nice to bring up the average speed a little bit. I suspect my average speed up until this point is probably not gone above 4. I'm just going to sit down and enjoy. Oh, this feels a bit like taking off your shoes after a whole day after you've tied them up too tightly in the morning. It's got that same relief about it. Look at that wall over there. It looks like the Great Wall of China from here. It's so jagged and wow. I look at these walls and I think, man, how long must it have taken to build that? And that looks pretty high, you know, 6-7 feet, maybe even up to 10 feet tall in some places. All the fields and lands are so perfectly divided. Everyone knows what they earn. Hey. Woohoo! Oh, I like that corner. One more climb to do up to the top of that over there, and then it's down the edge to the finish line. What an adventure. It's good because I don't think I've got more than one climb left in me. Holy moly. That is fantastic. Oh yes. Woo! Holy moly. Oh yeah, that's more like it. Woo! Oh. Yes. Woo! Oh, I got arm pump already. Whoa, it's tighter than I thought. Hey, this road is neat. Oh, that was not a ride. That was a full-on expedition. As always, thanks for coming on. Take care.